Hello, everyone, and welcome back to IGN's review discussion for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. I am your host, Dan Stapleton. This is Brian Albert, our reviewer.
Hey, everyone.
Bobby Amos.
Greetings, everyone.
And James Faulkner.
Hello.
So right now, I want to cover something that's always a difficult aspect of reviewing a running series like this, which, a lot of people buy them every year, and a lot of people don't. So usually we talk about a game like this from the perspective of somebody who's coming to it relatively fresh. Somebody who hasn't necessarily played every single one and is kind of worn out on it, these are underneath it all very well made shooters, but a different perspective is the guy who just played Advanced Warfare and is coming to this. So my question to you is, does Call of Duty Black Ops 3 feel different enough from previous Call of Duties that it's its own thing and justifies somebody who has played the previous game going out and buying this?
I would say yes, absolutely. This is one of the first years where, that argument comes up every year, and because I've reviewed it for 2 years, I've heard a lot of this.
Yeah, it comes up with the Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, etc.
And everyone, a lot of times they're like, oh, I don't think enough has changed, and sometimes I can see that argument. This year, I just don't understand how people are saying that. Mm-hmm. If you look at Campaign, which again has its issues with the story, but the 4-player co-op just makes things better just by the virtue of being co-op anyway. But also the way the powers work with 4 friends, and there's 3 different skill trees. I think it's super fun. And then Zombies is now a full-fledged mode that has its own experience, progression system. It has its own perks. It's weird now. It's more difficult.
It has Jeff Goldblum.
It has Jeff Goldblum. There was no Jeff Goldblum in previous games. And in the multiplayer, the mobility stuff is a lot different than Advanced Warfare. It doesn't seem like it at first when they revealed it. Everyone's like, exosuits are back.
A jetpack is a jetpack.
Yeah, it boosts you up in the air. And sure, they both boost you up into the air, I guess. But just the way they use it, and you can be more subtle with it, and the sliding and the wall running, and I think it all feels good, but not you don't need it to succeed, but you can do it to enhance what you already do. And the specialists, there's 9 new characters. Each has 1 power and 1 weapon, so there's 18 options, and you pick it and you're locked for the match. And it just changes how you play multiplayer and how you what loadouts you want.
And Bobby,
I just think there's so much going on in this game.
Bobby, how about you?
Brian kind of said everything, but basically, year after year, it's like Call of Duty, same thing. But this feels like 3 games in one. And like I said, we haven't had the co-op since World at War. So you go back to that saying you can play with 3 other friends. If you're into that type of thing, you'll do that. Multiplayer, if you're the multiplayer guy, here's the specialists and specialist powers and things like that. And you got so many game modes to play. Hardcore, core, you go back and forth. That's going to keep you busy for so long. Yep. And then, the zombies. If you're into the zombies, Treyarch introduced the zombies. So why not go back to it? This is Treyarch's doing this. And that's its own game in itself, So, yes, you need to pick this up. You have to.
I feel like, especially for the people who pick up Call of Duty year after year, it is about multiplayer. I mean, for Treyarch, it's a little bit about zombies, because I like that is something their fan base is hugely into. But multiplayer is the core, the largest amount of time people will spend with that game. And I feel honestly, this year, between again movement and everything, down to even gun design, the amount of there's the Gorgon, which is the really slow firing 2-shot light machine gun. All the different SMGs feel good. Everything feels like it has a purpose. The balance feels good. Even it feels like a full package, including Arena, which now has a pick and ban system. There's just so much in this year's that what's the movement the mode, the one where you
the free run test mode thing. Yeah. There's a second campaign.
There's a second campaign where you play through the regular campaign with zombies. There is so much in the package and the multiplayer. Every little detail has been tweaked and done into a way where it feels like a very different game from I think even Advanced Warfare, which was again introduced movement, more vertical movement. This I think has Titanfall, horizontal movement on walls, and it has just a lot there.
And but relative to say Call of Duty Black Ops 2, I mean that's obviously a different game. But how would you say it stacks up if somebody is coming back after skipping 1 or 2 Call of Duties? Is this Call of Duty going to be dramatically different from the previous one?
Yes. Yeah, I would say that is an absolute yes. It is completely changed.
Yeah, there's a few things that weren't continued that people were upset about. In Black Ops 2, you could choose branching paths in the campaign. They did away with that for the specialist powers, which I actually prefer. they're not specialists in campaign. Sorry, just multiplayer. But like, yeah, it's like the same. The Pick 10 system that was in Black Ops is back now. Pick 10 is still here. But just like, you know, I could just echo off what James was saying. Like, so many different weapon types that all feel useful. Usually, there's like a class that I just ignore, and like I'm not really feeling it. But like, I can see how you can be viable with pretty much anything. Yeah, it's great. I said it's not the best Call of Duty I've ever played. I don't think anything's going to beat Modern Warfare 1's campaign for me.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's a lot to do, and at the worst, it's like still fun.
Okay, everybody, that's been part 2 of our IGN review discussion for Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Stay tuned for more. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.